Today's reading is Bunyip, an entry from the Monster Encyclopedia book series. A kind of lamia that lurks by watersides. Their body is covered in fur and their eyes emit an uncanny light. They have a large build for a member of the lamia family and possess both superhuman strength, normal to the lamia family, and agility at the same time, using their long tail as a spring to launch themselves at their prey. The bestial nature dwelling within them is extremely powerful, and since their reproductive urges are ferocious, they are feared as a race that aggressively attacks human males. Despite the ferocity of their appearance, on the contrary, normally they are so quiet that it's almost eerie, and they live by concealing their body in the water. For that reason, they are frequently mistaken as beast with bird beaks, beast with a giant tail, and so on. By many who have witnessed them, they are often misidentified or simply misunderstood as to what they are truly are. They move around inside the water without making a single noise, and when they spot a man, after gazing fixedly at him, they launch themselves upon him without so much as a single warning. They certainly do look like reasonless monsters launching an attack to kill and devour their prey, only in this case it's a different kind of devour. On the other hand, they are beings endowed with high intelligence, who also possess enough reason to suppress their bestial nature under normal circumstances. If you can come into contact with them, you'll probably be able to catch a glimpse of their quiet and timid true characters. However, despite being able to converse, it doesn't seem to be their strong point, and they're extremely poor at conversing with men in particular. For example, from what I've heard, even if they think that they want to become intimate with a man, they aren't able to actually express it in words, and their mind simply goes blank in the presence of said man. So they become unable to speak properly, or at all. In other words, when they appear to be gazingly fixedly at prey, it's actually that they're worrying about how to strike up a conversation with the man they're targeting. And when they suddenly leap upon him, it's the result of their own urges going out of control due to the frustration of being unable to come up with words. Typical of lamias, they prefer to coil their serpentine lower half around their husband's body and use their entire body to embrace him. From the way they closely adhere to their husbands with the entirety of their body, we can see that their obsession with males is typical of serpent monsters, but at the same time, the seemingly genuine happiness they appear to exhibit as they draw their faces close to their husbands makes them also appear just like a little girl hugging a precious stuffed toy and refusing to let go of it. Oh, how cute. Even among the Lamian family of monsters, their serpentine body is especially soft, and their mana-imbued fur doesn't lose its fluffy feeling even after soaking up water, so they are proud of the feeling extraordinarily good to hug. Their body is devilish in an even different sense than that of the succubus or inima, and it is said that when wrapped in their body, the person embraced will feel so pleasantly comfortable that he, specifically he, will lose all strength and surrender himself. When they've succumbed to their bestial nature, sex with them is like being wrung dry of mana by a monster that seized hold of its prey, violently, furiously. After losing it, they probably don't feel any resistance to their own state, However, when not in this state, even when coiled around their husband, embracing him, they also appear to blush out of embarrassment for what they have done like an innocent young woman. And then, even when having sex, they'll move their hips in a timid manner, while paying close attention to the signs from their husband. Yet, just like how, when a prey is taken in by the giant maw of a monster lined with razor-sharp fangs, where the slightest nibble will inflict fatal wounds, only in this case, the barely noticeable shake of her hips, regardless of the intention of the bunyip, releases violent pleasure into the penis that has been snapped up by her lady parts, and which will lead a man to ejaculation rather quickly, and, in continuation of this metaphor, being aptly devoured by a large monster.